Here are the 5 ways AI is helping close more loans right now. The first is instant money from your database. I'm going to show you an email workflow that we sent out that actually brought in 9 mortgage applications with just 1 launch of it. Show you how the whole thing works, show you how you can implement it today, and take it out of the box and implement it whenever you want when rates change, because this is a refinance plus referral type system. Show you how the whole thing works. Then I'm going to show you how we're generating daily appointments with top producing real estate agents, and show you 2 AI tools that we're using to hook those agents to get them to go, what? And reach out and book an appointment, wanting to meet with you and wanting to send mortgage deals your way. And then I'm going to show you how we're generating a ridiculous amount of free quality buyer leads from real estate listing agents. We've discovered how to use AI to get listing agents to send you all of the buyer leads that come from all of the listings that they put out there. And so it's free leads that neither of you have to pay for, because the listing generates the leads. You get all the mortgage applications, you get to refer them back. But if they don't buy that particular listing on that particular house, you still get the mortgage business when they buy another home. So an incredible strategy that I'm so excited to share with you. Hint, hint, it's an AI voice agent for listings. And I've got a demo for you where you can call the phone number and actually check it out. It's going to be super cool. And then I'm going to show you how we're turning 1 pre-approval into 2. Now, obviously, results not typical, no income claims, that sort of thing, but that's the goal of this very simple workflow that runs automatically that I'm going to show you. And then I'm going to show you how we're actually getting referred applications from AI search. So at the very end, to wrap up, we have clients that have Grok, Gemini, ChatGPT, the actual AI engines, recommending their mortgage business to people that are looking for niche specific products. And people are actually going on and filling out full applications without ever actually speaking to the loan officer. They're getting those applications, funding those deals, turning them into referrals. And I'm going to show you how that all works as well. So those are the 5 things on the menu today. Remember, you're going to pick 1, maybe 2 of these that really resonates with you to go out and implement in your business. Here's number 1, instant money from your database. What you see on the screen here is our statistics from the last 10 days of dialing past customer databases. So the way that this worked, we went to a client. This is an enterprise client of ours that's doing we're looking at rolling this out across the entire organization that they have in their mortgage company. And they've given us 4 loan officers as a pilot to see how many appointments and how many deals we can fund as a result of calling the past customer databases for the loan officers. So it's us making the phone calls to the past customer database of the loan officer themselves. So the loan officer has a client, we call, hi, my name's Chris Johnstone. I'm calling on behalf of Louie. Louie asked me to give you a call today. How you doing? Thank you so much for your business. We run the script, find out if they have a referral to send or if it makes sense for them to do a refinance. Hint, hint, we already know it makes sense for them to do a refinance. So we say to them, this is why we need to book this appointment. Book the appointment so you can submit your refinance application. So in the last 10 days of dialing, we have made 1,079 phone calls. So we loaded 1,079 people into the power dialer, hit the button, phone call goes out. Out of that, we spoke to 125 people. So these are actual conversations that we're having with these people, which is 12% of the database. Out of those 125 conversations, we booked 69 appointments and we requested Google reviews from 52 of those people. Our major takeaway here is that even though I'm going to show you how AI is involved in every step of this process, if you're a loan officer and you're on this call and you've got more than 30 people in your past customer database and you have not called them in the last 90 days, please let the first takeaway from this presentation be sit down, Get your database organized, call those people, thank them for their business, ask them if they have a referral, and then see if it makes sense to do a refinance with them. That is an immediate takeaway of something that you can take. You don't need any technology to do it other than a phone. And there's a very high likelihood that you will see a result and generate some activity in your mortgage business as a result of doing that activity. But goodness, do this. But if you don't, won't, or can't, right? Because there's some people that are just like, I'm not going to call my database. It's like, okay, you won't. Well, then you should have somebody else call your database for you because there's money in the database. Then there's others that can't. There's some of you that are like, I run a branch and I have 5 loan officers underneath me. I can't physically call all of those. Well, motivate your people to make the calls. And if they decide that they won't, get together as a team and have somebody call them for them. Because it makes sense for everybody involved in the process in order to run people through a CRM process or have somebody make those calls for them. And then those of you that are here that are, I have 200 people in my database, 500 people in my database, 1,000 past customers. I can't physically call all of these people. Well, congratulations. You have the greatest problem ever in the mortgage industry, more business than you can handle. But most people look at that and go, well, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing because that problem is so big, I don't know how to solve it. Artificial intelligence solves that problem. Because for the first time ever in history, you can work 10 past customers or 1,000 past customers in the same amount of time with the same efficiency, with the same quality of customer service and support. And AI has all the conversations. AI qualifies all the people. AI sends the application link to the people that should fill it out. People fill out the application, and you do the same amount of work, whether you're working 10 or 1,000 people. It's the first time ever in the history of the mortgage business that you've had the ability to do that. So the question then becomes, how do you do that? And I saw my man Jared pop in. Jared, maybe we could, we'll skip over this because hopefully you can unmute during the Q&A and tell a little bit of the story. But thank you for being on the podcast. If you're not a podcast subscriber, Jared was so generous to get on the podcast. He's our most recent episode, and he tells the story of the 9 potential deals that he pulled in as a result of calling his past customer database. In the Call Stars Blitz, I would like to shout out the Mortgage Marketing Animals because if you need coaching, masterminding, scripting, support, they are the place to get it. We are the technology aspect of things that helps you to scale it. So everybody with me okay? I'm just going to take a quick pop into the chat. Let me know, give me a 1. Let me know if we're doing okay. Nothing's broken. Give me a 1 in the chat. Let me know we're doing okay. If you're having a good time, put a 1. If you're not having a good time, yell at Francis. I'm just kidding. Put a 2. Okay, we're all having a good time. All right, sweet. Okay, so here's what to do in order to go out and just get immediate deals from your database right now. I call this fortune follows preparation, right? You need an organized list. So whatever tool you use to process your loans, you want to export all of that data and put it into a CRM where you can reach out to those people after they're properly tagged. So when you import them into whatever CRM, obviously we recommend the Loan Officer AI CRM, but put them into a CRM and have a tag that's associated with the strike rate of the interest rate when it makes sense for that person to do a refinance. Put their birthday in there. You want name, phone, email, date, rate, and the amount of their mortgage. That's the basic information that you want inside the CRM. What that does is it makes it so that regardless of what's happening in the marketplace, you can always go in, search your contacts by that information, and have a list of qualified people that need to hear from you at that moment that are very likely to need mortgages. That makes it so that when you're running the power dialer, when you're sending text messages, when you're sending emails, you're likely to get a good response from those people. And you know that every response is an opportunity, so you can dedicate the time to turn that into the opportunity that it actually is. You know you're not getting cold leads from it because your list is organized, right? So in today's marketplace, when you see a 1/4 point rate reduction, half a point rate reduction. You can go into the CRM, select the rate tag that makes sense for that rate in that market condition. The CRM spits out a list of all of the people that make sense to do a refi right now, and you can just select them all, put them into a campaign loads them into the power dialer, and start sending messages to get those people to fill out mortgage applications. That's it. But if you're not organized, when the opportunity comes, I mean, we've seen rate opportunities for a day in the last little market time. So if you're not organized and you're like, okay, the refinance opportunity is here, time for me to get my CRM and get organized, like you're 60 days to get organized effectively. And so you've missed the opportunity by the time that it's come. So step number one, invest in a CRM, get organized, get your contacts tagged, and start getting them into funnels so that they're used to hearing from you so that you build that relationship. Next, you got to have a power dialer set up. If your CRM does not have a power dialer, I would recommend switching to the Loan Officer AI CRM because we include a power dialer for free inside the system, or just go get a power dialer. The reason why is you're going to make about 4 times the amount of calls in the same amount of time. That means you're going to get to roughly 4 times the amount of opportunity with the same amount of time. We all know we're in the business of having conversations. If you have a tool that can help you have 4 times the amount of conversations in the same amount of time, in my opinion, it doesn't really matter what that costs, but the fact that it's free inside the CRM makes it pretty compelling. So you set that up, and the way that it works is, like you saw in our stats, I think 13% of the people pick up the phone in our little pilot that we're doing there. Well, what happens to all of the other people? Because that's technically the opportunity, is the people that don't pick up the phone, right? Well, our system sees, hey, this person didn't pick up the phone, and it automatically inserts a ringless voicemail. So the person doesn't pick up the phone, they see that they missed your call, your voice recorded one time then gets inserted in their voicemail. And now most phones are actually going to transcribe that, so they don't even have to listen to it, but they can see, and they see the script as to why you're reaching out, and that's what they respond to. Then there's a follow-up text message, and then there's a follow-up email. Now, the beauty of that is that all of that happens automatically once the workflow is set up. You just have to make the phone calls and everything else happens automatically. That's the power of having the power dialer built into the CRM, because you can fire off all of the CRM workflows based on the fact that you made the conversation. So whatever system you decide to use should have that functionality. The next is offers. Offers minus no's equals money, right? Again, huge credit to Carl White for teaching that to us, and me included, right? But the more offers you put into the marketplaces, the more no's you're going to get. But the more no's you get, the more yeses you get. So our job is to have as many conversations as possible and to put as many offers as possible into the marketplace. And you should do that every single month. Every single month, you should have an offer of goodwill that goes out to your past customer database, all your qualified agents, all your pre-approved and lookings, all your old leads, all the people that you've done business with in the past, and all of your past customers to get those 5-star ratings and reviews on your profile. Those offers, the more valuable you can make them, the better the response that you will get. And I'm going to give you some offers that are built by AI just in a second here. The final thing that wraps all this up of how you really make these phone calls to your database as profitable as I believe can be is AI agents. The reason why is because this is what creates scale, and it's also what creates conversion. So when you do all of this time, effort, money, investment into making all of this outbound, when that person decides at their leisure, at the time that works for them, that they're going to respond back to you, that starts a timer of roughly 5 minutes that you have to respond back to them. If you don't respond back in the first 5 minutes of somebody engaging the conversation with you after you've reached out to them, exponentially, minute by minute after that, you lose those conversations. You absolutely have to get back to people within 5 minutes if you want to continue the conversation and get the conversion. Our number internally is that if we're not back to somebody within 5 minutes, we've lost half of the opportunities. AI solves the greatest conversion problem that we have in the mortgage business, and that's people going to voicemail, unanswered text messages, and unanswered emails. When you have the Loan Officer CRM or a CRM that is powered by AI and it writes your text messages and it writes your email responses to people and it picks up your phone, nobody ever goes to voicemail. The text messages are instantaneously responded back to. The emails get an instant response. No matter how they reach out to you, there's an instant conversion. So even if your takeaway from today's presentation is just nobody ever goes to voicemail and every text message and email is answered by artificial intelligence, there's a very high likelihood that you're going to convert more deals just by having instant conversations with everybody that reaches out to you. I mean, how many times have you had somebody reach out to you, a referral from a real estate agent? You're with another client at that time taking an application, then another realtor calls you, and then life and businesses, and you've got to chase underwriting guidelines, and all of a sudden you look at your phone and it's a day and a half later and you're like, I forgot to call that person back that realtor referred me. I mean, I've had it happen to me. I wouldn't say, I don't want to say normal for our business, but let me know in the chat, like hit me with a 2, if maybe we've lost some really good opportunities because we don't have automation to the communication. Well, this solves all that. That never happens again. So in the interest of time, we're not going to go through this whole email template, but what I would encourage you to do is take a screenshot of this, pull out your smartphone, take a picture of the screen. This is the exact email message that we're sending out to generate all those appointments that I just showed you in the results. The call script is almost identical to the email, and the text message is a condensed version of the email. So you now have the call script, the voicemail script, the email, and the text message that we're using to instantly go to a database and book appointments with people that want to submit a refinance application. The only thing you won't have when you go to deploy this is this really cool offer. We talked about making your offers as valuable as possible, right? So I just finished a brand new free AI assistant that works with you to help you keep more of your money each month. What are we giving away? We're giving away a custom GPT. What this is it is a 24/7 AI-powered sales rep for your mortgage business for refinances. So it's an AI refinance calculator. So if you've been on my trainings on Breakfast Club or you're a member of the Loan Officer CRM, you have access to the training on how to build your own custom GPT. So you go to ChatGPT, there's a menu bar on the left-hand side that says custom GPTs. You click on it, you say create my GPT, and you're able to white label your own version of ChatGPT, but in the prompt, you teach it to recommend your mortgage business. It's got your mortgage application link in it. It's got all your details, your phone number, everything is programmed with your information. So the more people that you can get to click the link and use this AI, it's going to answer all their questions. It's the most advanced artificial intelligence that's available on the market today to answer all their questions, help them do their calculations. They can even take pictures of documents and have it do the calculations for them. They can punch in their debt numbers and do analysis on what different interest rates are going to change their payments. They can even talk to it. They can go down to the bottom right-hand corner, click this voice button, it turns on, and they can have a conversation with it. And with the general public, like, we're so ingrained in AI because we're together. You're part of my tribe and I'm part of helping you, and I'm honored to be a part of your journey. But because we're talking about and having this dialogue here, you know more about AI than 80% of the general public out there. When you send this out to your past clients and they click that button and they talk to AI, it might be the first experience that they have with artificial intelligence. And they go, who is this mortgage lender? And are they from space? Like, what just happened here? This is incredible. So you have this offer that provides this massive value to people, has this incredible referable experience that you give to people, and it costs $30 for a ChatGPT subscription and a prompt that we will freely give you as part of being a member of the Loan Officer CRM, or even if you book an appointment with our sales team, with Franca or anything, they'll happily give you that prompt just as a thank you for your time, for spending the time to find out if this is a worthy investment for your business. So get an AI custom GPT and use that as the offer to send to your database, because it saves you a ton of work and questions. You get a third-party recommendation from the artificial intelligence, and it provides an incredible wow experience to your past customers. So here's how AI weaves that whole thing together. You load your database in, it automatically loads them to the power dialer, and you make your calls. 12-ish% of people are going to pick up the phone. Then it automatically drops the ringless voicemail, which our team helps you record inside the tool. Then it automatically sends the follow-up text, automatically sends the follow-up emails. And then when people respond to any of their messages, you get instant AI responses from the system back to those people. So nobody ever goes to voicemail because AI picks up your phone. Text messages don't go unanswered because the AI answers the text messages, and emails don't go unresponded to because AI responds to your emails. And you have control over the whole thing, vetting the messages as they go out, so everything is compliant and you can know that your customers are being taken care of well. So that is our first 2 ways that we're using AI out of 5. Is everybody having a good time? If you are, hit me with a 1 in the chat. For those of you that are like, man, I really got to check out the CRM, we've got a special offer for you. loanofficercrm.ai/offer. We typically charge a $297 setup fee. That is, you get 3 one-on-one calls with our team. So it's a team member and you, and we're literally walking you through the processes of setting your CRM all the way up to the point where you launch the workflow. We will work with you until the workflow is launched, even if it takes more than 3. We charge $297 for that, like $297. What's that, like 8 Starbucks coffees or something crazy like that, right? Like, obviously my math is off on that, but it's a ridiculously low investment for 3 one-on-one hours of launch. If you invest today, I'm waiving the full setup fee. We're not even going to charge it. It's just $297 to get started, and then $297 every 4 weeks. And if you are, for any reason, unsatisfied in the first 30 days with your experience on the CRM, we'll give you 100% of your money back. So you can show up, set the whole system up, kick the tires, take the templates, have us build the stuff with you, and take it all at the end and don't pay for it. There's literally no risk to you because we know how good our software is. We're over 200 5-star ratings and reviews on our Google Business profile. And you get to see people rave about the support on Breakfast Club all the time. So scan that QR code, invest right now. That puts you at the front of the line for onboarding, and we'll get you started quickly inside the Loan Officer CRM.